everybody, welcome to the Pony Cast, the only show where we are lost and we have no hope of ever getting unlost. We lost a crew member is what we've lost.
Yeah,
and that's why we're lost.
We've lost a $25 guy. He fell into the ocean. And he's gone. We didn't have enough funds to go send out a search party, so that's how it goes out here in the cold, hard wilderness of wherever the hell we are.
And I do believe it was our navigator that was lost, the guy with the 2 eye patches.
Yeah, Eagle Eyes, I think, was his name.
We really we need help, people. We'll never get where we're going. We need a replacement navigator. If anyone out there can navigate these stormy seas, give us money and come on our ship, please.
Patreon.com/theponycast or whatever. The link will be somewhere.
So, this episode, this week, was called To Change a Changeling. Season 7, episode 17, I think?
17.
This episode was okay, I thought. It was a Starlight Trixie episode, which is a cool pairing, which I would like to see more of.
Yeah, I've really wanted to see more of them ever since like the beginning of this series, where it was like hinting that they were like them two and Maud were like getting a friendship together, but we haven't really seen any of that in a few episodes. And here they are, being cool and new.
And they're going on a mission together to the worst place of all, which is the Changeling place, where everyone is horrible. And it's another Thorax episode, and he's still there.
Yep. He looks terrible, as always. All the other changelings don't look awful, but they don't look good with each other. Like, they're just sort of, like, randomly colored. I don't like it. They got too many gradients. The Vegeta changeling is the only good one, because he's black and purple.
Yeah, he was Vegeta. Yeah, wasn't there one that was like, I want to be a blue changeling, but I'm a purple changeling?
Yeah, the safe space feelings forum or whatever it was. That was bad. I didn't like that.
I mean, I'd like a feelings forum. It might be nice.
It's
talk
nice,
about what
but
colors
like,
I'd like to be.
Trans blue and all that.
But anyways, turns out Thorax has a brother, and his brother is the only changeling who, when they changed into good changelings, did not change and is still a bad changeling. He's still an ugly, gross bug, which in reality makes him look better designed than the rest of them.
Yep.
I kind of wish none of them had changed. So right off the bat, I'm on this guy's side from the beginning, because he hates all the other changelings. He thinks they've all become pussies and losers, and he is correct.
Yep, I totally agree with this guy. As soon as I saw him, he was like just trashing the place, like ripping up vines and saying, we don't need vines, just fucking kill him.
He just wants to live in a gross hole with little hole. He wants to live in a bug hive. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like the xenomorphs. Like, what if the xenomorphs suddenly became rainbow-colored and they cared about feelings? You wouldn't watch any of those movies anymore. You wouldn't read any of those comic books about the xenomorph aliens going around planting flowers with their funny little mouths.
That's really funny.
That's what I feel like. It's just like he's supposed to be a combat warrior boy, and here he is.
Yeah, and he turns out to be even more right in the end, because they do get attacked by a big monster, and he's the only one who can fight it.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually seen the episode. What happens? They get there, and Thorax is like, "Hey guys, my brother's a bit of a handful," and then there's this thing about him overhearing Trixie and Starlight say, we should get this fucker out of here because nobody likes him. Mob rule rules.
Everyone wants him gone. Everyone thinks he's the worst guy ever. They're just trying to mind their own business. They're trying to be wholesome now. They're trying to rebuild their society as a better, more positive society with their feelings for him, and They're all best friends now. They've embraced friendship and love and harmony. And this guy's over here. He's ripping up the vines. I take it back. That I said he was right. He's evil. Get him out of here. They all hate him. Really, both sides are correct. He's correct that they have become wussbags and losers. But like, everyone hates him. And he's just not getting with the program. He's just being like this outlier piece of shit. And he's making everyone miserable. All he does is go around and just bother people and fuck with people.
Yeah.
And
the point of the episode is that you can't be too soft and you can't be too nasty. You gotta have a balance. You gotta have somewhere in the middle and all that stuff. But
which is like, I don't know, kind of a weird moral, because I can see like both of their sides.
Oh yeah.
But in the end, the solution is that, I mean, he doesn't give up on his brother, and because of that, his brother does decide to change and become good, so it all just kind of works out. But in real life, it doesn't work out. People don't change. They just stay assholes forever.
Yeah, well, that was the thing, because like you said earlier, that he's like a bad... He didn't change into a good changeling, he stayed a bad changeling. But he's still a good boy. Like, deep down, he's still a good boy. He's just like a bit of a gruff, like, fuck you, you gotta be tough. That's why I call him Vegeta. He's like, he wants the hive to be protected, he wants his brother to be okay, and he probably cares about the rest of them. But he's not gonna be nice about it. He's gonna, you know, give them all noogies.
Yeah, I kind of think it was a little bit cheap and a little too convenient that, in the end, when Thorax decided to let him stay and give him another chance and be nice to him, that he just then changed into a good changeling. I feel like it would have been more realistic and made more sense if he had just stayed a gross bug.
What is the magic around changing the changelings? What happened there? Because I still never watched the original episode.
I don't know. They just, when they embrace love instead of embracing being a bug, they turn cute and pretty
it's implied
or something.
So it's implied that even though he did care about his brother, he didn't actually care enough, and he didn't love him enough, so he didn't change.
Yeah, like, what is the moral here? Like, it seems like the moral is trying to say he's okay at how he is and that he can still be part of the group, but, like, he wasn't when he turned good anyways at the end.
Yeah.
And it just kind of worked out.
Maybe if there was, like, some idea that if a changeling gets really mad, they turn into a gross bug again. And it's just sort of like an emotional thing, so it's not
like
necessarily...
a Hulk thing? Like, that's my secret. I'm always a gross bug.
Yeah. And, like,
I think it would have been better if, like, he had taught them that you can be nice and still be a gross bug, and then they had all gone back to looking cool.
Yeah, that would have been better. But I mean, I guess the thing that I was wondering about, like, is these new designs, Thorax and all the changelings and stuff. Do they sell toys of all that? I suppose they might.
I don't know.
I'm wondering whether it's difficult to build a toy of, like, just some changeling. Or,
I could
like,
definitely see them selling, like, toys of how the new changelings look.
Yeah, because it's really gaudy, gauche, and not good looking, which means it would look good on the toy aisle. But yeah, and I guess they needed to change his design. Maybe they just weren't thinking about what it would imply. You gotta change on the outside to be good on the inside.
Yeah, or something. I like the way, just the interaction of Starlight and Trixie in this episode, because they have kind of a good, they bounce off this character well, in that they both were previously pieces of shit and nobody liked them, but they got their act together and they learned how to not be pieces of shit.
Yeah.
So you'd think that their thing would be really trying to give him another chance and really trying to be patient with him. No, they hate him just as much as everyone else hates him.
Yeah.
The only one who's in his corner is Thorax, because they're related. Literally everyone who meets this person, even Trixie and Starlight, are like, this guy sucks. Get him out of here.
I didn't really think about it like that, but yeah, why was it them two that went if their villain status, their post-villain status didn't really come into play aside from that one time where they tried to convince him.
Yeah. Well, I guess it would have been too easy if it had been like Twilight or Fluttershy, because their whole thing would probably just be, well, no, you can't not like this guy just because he's different. We all have to be friends and help him out, and that just would have been too easy. I think they probably chose Trixie and Starlight for this episode because they are less...
Because they're just as, like, judgmental as all these
Yeah, they're not afraid to say, this guy is a piece of shit and he's making everyone miserable.
You know, I do like that. I like that about Starlight particularly. She's just sort of like, this is how it is. I'm saying it how it is, and that's the truth. I'm more honest than Applejack.
Yeah, and I like Trixie's continued unwarranted ego, where she's still always boasting about being the great and powerful, and there's a line where Starlight just like offhandedly says, "This is Trixie," and she's like the second best magic. She's comfortable being second best now. She learned to accept it. And Trixie doesn't say anything, but you can just see on her face that she wants to fucking murder Starlight.
Yeah. I like that Trixiness. Like, Rarity used to be that character of like, I'm so wonderful, but she hasn't really done that much, and when she does, it's not that great, usually, because it's like merged with, and I'm so generous. But Trixie's just like, I'm the fucking best, ha.
Yeah, I'm the fucking best for no reason. Fuck everyone, just because I say so.
Yeah. That's a funny hat she has.
So, that was the episode. It was an episode. I still hate the changelings. I think they're all stupid looking, but I like this one enough. I just like that it was a Trixie and Starlight mostly.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, two things. One, the mole enemy looks disgusting.
Yeah.
I hate him. But also, the funniest thing about this episode is the way they resolve the conflict with, like, the story of Thorax was like, my brother, he was stood up for me, even though he made me hit myself. And there was like, just stop hitting yourself, and that...
Oh yeah,
that is the way they beat the enemy at the end. And it was just really funny that was like, it comes back, and then just before the credits, Thorax is like, hey everybody, do you want me to tell you the story about how I made Thorax beat himself?
Yeah.
It's a fucking
That's
riot.
That's the one story.
It's just so funny that he takes pride in talking about how much he bullies his brother.
Yeah. I like that this show always tries to have fights and stuff, but it can't really be violent, so there's always some contrived manner of fighting, like just throwing pies at people in the movie or whatever.
Yeah.
In this one, he's just, stop hitting yourself, and it looks ridiculous. Like, it looks goofy. Like, why is he hitting himself? No one would be that stupid. But that's how they did it. That's how they beat the monster.
Yep. Very silly.
And that's our silly show.
It's a barrel of laughs every time.
A barrel of fucking gross bugs. The end.
The end. We're still navigatorless. We don't know where we're going, what we're doing.
Somebody become our new navigator. Somebody pledge $25. One of you loyal best friends out there in the audience, become our new navigator, preferably someone without 2 eye patches this time. I think that's probably how we got into this mess in the first place. But help.
Butt help.
Butt help. We need butt help.
That's unrelated, but also very important.
We need a new navigator. We also need a wiper, a designated butt wiper on our ship.
We need a butt surgeon. There was a lot of rough seas on the way here.
We've all just been cleaning our butts with salt water and coral. It's not a pretty sight.
You should see the poop deck.
Ah!